Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Shalom, Brother Allah from GMS London Camp. First and foremost, want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings to the hopeful and sincere elect. Just going to do a quick response video. You know, these Edomites, they're moving fast. They're fast tracking this New World Order because they know they have but a short time. You know, they're going to come down with great wrath, sharpening their horns, basically, coming down upon the tribes, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which make up the 12 tribes of Israel. So we're coming to the pinnacle of this wicked-ass society, known as Babylon the Great, aka America, run by the devil himself, the so-called white man, biblically known as the Edomites. And part of the wicked elite of the Edomites' plan is to have mass depopulation, man. Get rid of the useless eaters, as they say, because the elites look at the people, you know, on the bottom feeders of society is goyim, which the word goyim just goes back to the word goyim, which means nations. And they look at them as cattle, basically, and they want to brand their cattle with that biometric mark known as the C-hip, the MOT to the B, prophesied in Revelation, the 13th chapter, 16 and 17th verse. And he's the man that's going to administer that C-hip through, you know, this new dystopian, these dystopian legislations they're going to come forth with through all the Abkeo scenario when this whole economy basically crashes. And, you know, they press the great reset button and they want to press, you know, pushing the button, so to speak, pushing a new world order, a new world of disorder, the dystopian order on the face of the earth, where they want to track and trace all their citizens, man, worldwide. You know, Revelations 3 and 10, and this is the trial, the hour temptation that's coming upon the earth as we speak, man. You know, because this is a major prophecy, and this is why the Lord's having us, you know, being heralds of this truth, you know, ambassadors of this truth, so to speak. The true ambassadors, starting from the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, brothers on down, prophesying and pushing this topic, because this is a major prophecy getting ready to come to pass. You know, and as I said, part of the New World Order, a new dystopian order, you know, is depopulation, basically. They call it, the elites call it the culling, which you're going to go into, but it's basically a depopulation tactic that these devils are going to use to minimize the numbers, you know, reduce population, and, you know, have a small migrated number of mass people that they want to control. According to the Georgia Guidestones, there's something like 8 point something billion people on Earth and counting, and they want to get rid of over 90% and reduce the population to only 500,000 people on the face of the earth. That's the first commandment of their so-called Georgia Guidestones that they once had over there in the land of America before they took them down. But yet and still, that's what they want, you know, and their plan is to do that through eugenics. You know, this guy Bill Kill Gates, you know, him and his so-called doctorates that he doesn't have when he's an IT guy. You know, all of a sudden he's this major doctor that knows everything about vaccines and all of that. But now he's part of the whole depopulation tactic and pushing how we're going to cut down the numbers since you know, early 2000s, especially going just before the so-called C-19 hit. He was doing you know, conferences talking how we're going to minimize and cut down the numbers, you know, of population control, as they called it, you know. And people didn't understand what he was actually talking about, and what he was talking about is reducing the population by you know, through eugenics, through these vaccines, through you know, orchestrated famines and so on and so forth, man. All the Abkeo scenarios, basically, because he's a shield for the wicked elite. And it's only now people are catching up to these oligarchs of society and who they truly work for, like the Faucis and the Bill Gates and the Epsteins and the Elon Musks and all the rest of these cats out here, man. The Bezoses and all of that. They all work for the wicked elite, man. It says Bill Gates declares humans are no longer needed in AI era. Will decide who survives, and that's what they want to do. They want to cut down population reduction and they want AI supercomputers to take over. That's why a lot of people are losing their jobs right now, and they're letting AI do the hard shifting and the laborious work, so to speak, because they're much more cost effective, and cutting back and saving money, cutting costs basically. They don't need human activity, human enforcement to do certain jobs no more, man. They can use machines to do most of the heavy lifting, so on and so forth. So people are even going to become more and more yet less useless, more and more useless in society, Slovakia, and less productive, and just a burden being around, especially the elderly, older, OAPs, old age pensioners going into the pension schemes and all that. They want to cut a lot of the pension schemes off and basically cut off that lifeline, so to speak, for elderly people, because they're part of the depopulation tactic as well, so they don't have to look after pensions anymore. So anyway, yeah, man, this is a major thing. It's part of the New World Order, part of this hour of temptation that's coming upon the face of the earth. Expect a lot of people to go missing, man. That's deleted, so to speak. That's all part of the New World Order plan, as well as putting a mark inside of everyone on the face of the earth that they can entice to do so, except for the elect. Even on